Hello guys, my name is Ankit Kumarnath from MolBioLect. So today I'm going to talk about the coronavirus curves of different countries and also other types of curves that we are getting in India. Okay. So this is the first image where you can see that we have Spain, Germany, Italy and UK. And you will see that in every picture there is a lockdown and there is an lockdown and an unlock phase. In case of lockdown, while the lockdown started, actually there was a sharp increase in cases, and at a particular point it got maxed out, it got into a peak point, and after that it started to decrease. But in center we have India, where lockdown initially started at a very early stage. Okay, you will see in comparison to other graphs, India started lockdown at a much early state. But why did this unlock happening when it is amidst this kind of crisis where the increase very much steep? Okay, why is that so? So let's go about why after lockdown the curve just gets on increasing and it never settled down. The fact is that in these conditions lockdown did not actually help us that way, because it's an unplanned lockdown. The lockdown was never planned properly. And why it is not planned? Because initially lockdown was made because hospital facilities were getting overwhelmed. If lockdown was not there, they will get overwhelmed. So in order to help them treat both the COVID-19 patients as well as other patients, because other diseases are also there, they are not gone, so they need to be processed as well. So in that case the lockdown was implemented such that we are not out of hospital beds, we are not out of essential medical equipments or ICCU rooms in this case. But the thing is now increasing, and amidst that we are trying to unlock. Now many will say that whatever you are talking, you are wrong, but not that. Okay, I am not wrong. Why? This is because you have to get to a peak infection level and then you have to think about unlocking. Okay, and if you unlock right now, those who are living at their houses, okay, they are going to come out, and while they are out, if they get infected, then there may be a case of resurgence of infection, and that actually might get you into a deeper lockdown for a much longer period. That's the main thing. The second thing that I want to say is that why initially lockdown failed in India. Lockdown failed because of one important criterion that had to be met, that is testing. Testing was not that much severe in India. Okay, now it is increasing, now it is expanding a lot, and I agree to that, but back then it was not increasing, and now as it is getting on increasing, we are not at that point that we can unlock. It's not completely not confident for us to now open. Okay, so coming to the next graph is that the active cases in India. The active cases in India, you will find that it is going on increasing. It's touching around 1,25,000. Okay, but it's nothing because we have total cases to consider, which is around 250k. So these active cases are those cases which is actually treated in a hospital, and those total cases are those cases which are also the ones who have been quarantined in their home facilities, or in some cases they are not treated in hospital, or they for example they are allowed to leave. Okay, so basically asymptomatic patients also, so they also fall under this category. Okay, so total cases, it shows that how many total number of cases are now active in India, and that's going to reach 250k by 2 or 3 days, 2 to 3 days maximum, I think, from the time I am recording this. Now daily new cases in India is also rising. Okay, it has never settled. So this curve shows a 3-day moving average and a 7-day moving average. So let's not go into that much details right now, but whatever I'm trying to say is that the daily new cases is also increasing. Okay, we have got the first daily highest number of infection record is around 3,000 something, then it came to 6,000 something, then it's coming to 9,000 something. So it is increasing in a very statistical way, in a very progressive way actually. Okay, the next curve is that daily new deaths in India. Now that is very much significant because we have not got that much death. For around 250k of total number of cases, we have only 6,000 deaths, around 6,000 or maybe a slight more than 6,000. as I will be uploading this video, it is going to be more than 6,000 obviously. So that much number of deaths are already there. But if you consider total number of cases, it's very less. Okay, and also it's not in only one part of India, it's entire India, so it's not that much. Provided that if you unlock, resurgence may happen. At that cases, there are other kind of patients who are immunocompromised, or patients who are having different kind of inflammation problems, or patients who are having kind of asthmatic problems, and those. So in those cases also the thing will rise, and they will be actually included in the COVID-19 death, and that actually will cause more and more damage to the population. Next curve, newly infected versus newly recovered. Now recovery rate is very high in India. Okay, this is a silver lining in the cloud. Recovery rate is very much high, so we don't need to worry that much. But the number of cases are also rising. Recovery rate is good, that's good, because the hospital facilities are still not that much overcrowded by now. But if you open the lockdown in an uncontrolled way, then it may happen that the lockdown, if the main purpose of lockdown will be gone, the hospital will get overwhelmed, and there will be many number of deaths, and the mortality rate, which is actually revolving around 3 to 3.5 to in some cases 3 to 3.8%, is going to increase and going to jump a much higher state. Also, you have to understand this, that there some parts of India has mortality rates of 5% or even more. That's less, I agree to that, but it may rise if there are less number of hospitals altogether. The next is the outcome of cases or recovery or death in India. In this graph you can see the recovery rate is actually, in first the recovery rate was increasing, it was decreasing, actually it was decreasing, and after a specific time point it went on increasing. So the last part of the green line over here, you can see towards your right side of the screen, that part is basically showing us that there is a high recovery rate. And death rate, yeah, the death rate has also, you can see the death rate has gone down. Okay, the death rate is going down actually, but that is because of efficient healthcare system, and also this virus is not that much potent enough to kill you. But if you have got a like if your immune system is very much overcrowded at this point, or if you have any kind of other things like diabetes, for example, if you have lung inflammation, for example, if you have different kind of other asthmatic problems, for example, so that can actually harm you. So it is better, like for India, most of the people over here, they face from some kind of lung inflammation, and also at some points they are also addicted to different kind of substances, tobacco substances, like for example cigarettes, BDs and everything. So they are actually causing more harm to you, and because you are having that, it can have an effect on you, your health, and it will actually make more and more death day by day. Okay, the death rate will actually increase. So after that, this is the last curve over here which I discussed. So what should we do now? See, as the government is opening right now, I will not talk about anything political in this channel, and also I will not talk about any institutions and what it is following. I will not say about that, but I will say just one thing, because if you are going out, your responsibility is completely your own. Okay, no one will help you right now. The government has kind of lifted its hand off, so you have to be on your own right now. So you should avoid other things which I have already mentioned in my channel, that what you should do, what you should eat, what you should do, what you should wear, how you should enter a particular place, how you should sanitize yourself. I have already mentioned that, so you need to follow that. Okay, and also my next video will be an interesting one, kind of, because I'll be dealing with a particular thing which is invented by some big brains in Kolkata, and that is CRISPR Feluda. So before this I have already explained in my channel about CRISPR Sherlock system. Okay, so now I will be talking about the FN-Cas9 system, the CRISPR Feluda, along with that Jotayu software. Okay, so if you like this channel, then please subscribe to me, please share this video with your friends and families and all those who are concerned with you. MolBioLect is out, and please do subscribe, it gives me motivation. Your subscription is my ultimate drug right now. Thank you. MolBioLect is out. Bye.